About an hour north of Orlando is one of the most picturesque kayaking runs in the entire state of Florida. The Emerald Cut section of Rock Springs Run is one of my favorite places in Central Florida. So join us today to see why this is the #1 ranked kayaking run in Florida. Rock Springs Run is known for its crystal clear emerald water and jungle-like surroundings. You'll be quickly swept away to paradise. Rock Springs Run originates from Rock Springs in Kelly Park and flows all the way out to the Wekiva River. This area has a lot of different names, and it can get a little confusing. Rock Springs Run is the river itself. Kelly Park is where you can swim, tube, and picnic, and King's Landing is where you would go to do any kayaking adventures. You'll launch from King's Landing, which is located just down the road from Kelly Park. And if you remember from my Kelly Park video, there most likely will be a massive line for Kelly Park in the morning. But since King's Landing is a separate entrance, you can just drive past this long line of cars on the other side of the road. For this adventure, we are excited to be partnering with Get Up and Go Kayaking. Get Up and Go Kayaking offers stunning kayaking tours all throughout Florida and are known for their crystal clear kayaks. Our amazing guide today is Jeremy, who will guide us down the Emerald Cut and show us some really cool highlights along the way. This tour does have a max of 5 boats or 10 paddlers, but we kind of lucked out and had the entire tour to ourselves with Jeremy. You'll start by going down this short canal until you reach a fork. Going left will take you down the shuttle run, which is 8.5 miles of wild Florida. And if you want to see gators and Florida wildlife, going left would be your best bet. However, we came to see the Emerald Cut, which is to the right just past the overhanging palm tree.
That's the key to, you're a Floridian whenever you start coming out early.
Yes.
You start figuring out, it's like 25 degrees cooler.
We're doing the earliest tour available, which is 8 a.m. And I highly recommend the 8 a.m. tour because it has a ton of benefits. It is the best chance to see wildlife since they're going to be most active in the morning. And it's also a lot cooler, especially in the summer season. Plus, you'll be one of the first ones on the water, so we'll basically have it all to ourselves for the first half of the trip. The first half of the paddle is a little bit of a workout since you are going upstream against the current. And navigating the current can be a bit tricky to try to keep the boat straight.
They'll call it the bonsai tree.
Oh, nice.
This is what they call the bonsai tree. It's a live oak tree overhanging the water and is a popular spot to swim and hang out.
It is a really cool tree.
Most of the waterway is waist deep, but there's a few areas that get 4 to 6 feet deep where you can go out and swim if you want. And the refreshing spring waters here stay a constant 70 degrees all year round.
Obviously, we'll do a maximum of up to 5 boats.
Yeah.
So we usually do smaller settings with us. All of our tours are guided. So when we go out, we'll take 5 boats up here. And this is we'll stop, we'll take pictures. Some people like to swim. It's always different, so it just depends on who's on the tour. But I normally always try to get about an hour, 15-minute paddle in it, about a 45-minute float back. And then depending upon who you got on the group, you may swim for a little bit more, you might paddle a little bit more.
We are getting our workout this morning. No need to do arms today. The water is beautiful.
This is the banana bend where you can find a banana tree hidden along the waterway.
Banana trees.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Nice.
So now that purple thing, I've had people from South America on the tour before, and they always forget what it's called, but it is a delicacy and they do eat that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The end of the kayak run is marked by this barrier. If you go past here, you'll enter into Kelly Park. We stopped here and took a quick break before starting our slow float back to the start. This part of the trip is so nice because it gives your arms a break while you're enjoying these beautiful surroundings.
I love this section here.
I know, this is my favorite section.
With all the ivy and stuff hanging too.
Yeah.
The clear kayak will give you this unique perspective under the water and allows you to see the crystal clear waters that flow from the springs. And it's almost like paddling on glass.
Left or right?
He jumped to the left side.
Oh, there he is. Oh, look at the water. See if we can get him underwater. I don't even see him. Where'd he go?
He was back behind you.
Ah, darn.
So this spot right here, this was filmed on an episode of The Bachelor. So they kind of dubbed this the kissing tree. Now, they completely made it up. They just came out like the day before and hung a sign. But one of the episodes for the hometown dates, they came in and did, this was like maybe like 3 years ago. But they closed down the run, came up here, they filmed, this is a big part of the show right in here.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So this is where they filmed The Bachelor.
Now this is one of the more popular spots along the run. If you know this spot, you've probably seen it in like the aerial shots. They'll call it like Tree Island, Jimmy's Tree. Some people just refer to it as Emerald Cut. This is one of the long sections of run that we have back here that we paddle in. This stretches for over a mile. So we paddle up against the current and then we drift it back down. Now most people are always curious about the water here. The water temperature stays 72 degrees all year round. So that's one of the unique things about Florida Springs. The only difference, if you were to come here in the wintertime, is gonna be that you'll get a steam. You get like a dense cloud. Also, it'll feel warm. You put your hand in. Right now, it feels kind of good, feels relaxing. In the wintertime, it's gonna feel warm to you because of the difference in the air temperature.
Yeah.
So that's one of the cool things back here. A lot of people love to stop and swim. That is one of the nice things we get to do at Rock Springs as well. This is 6 foot all around this street, so you can definitely swim in this area. A lot of times in the summer, this will be a pretty popular spot. You'll have a lot of boats pulling off, kind of hanging out in here. And then when it comes to the water itself, most people are curious, what is this? Can you drink this? Florida gets 90% of its water from the aquifers. So this is fresh water, and there's about 1,000 freshwater springs in the entire state. Where's it coming from? So all of this right here is recycled rainwater. So as the water comes down, goes straight through the ground into a big aquifer. That's a cave that stretches from central Florida up to about South Carolina.
Wow.
As you add that weight on top of it, it squeezes down, starts looking for a way up, and then you get a spring. That's why Florida has over 1,000 freshwater springs, which is by far the largest congregation in the world.
Wow. That's
pretty
amazing.
crazy, right?
That is amazing. Even though we've kayaked this run several times, we learned so much from Jeremy, which gives me even more appreciation for this incredible place. And as many times as I've come here, I can't get over how beautiful this place is. The water is so clear and the surroundings are just lush and vibrant. So if you are ever in Central Florida, a kayaking trip with Get Up and Go Kayaking at Rock Springs is definitely a must. If you do plan on booking this kayaking tour, here are a few tips and tricks to get the most out of your trip. If you are coming in the summertime and you want to be the first on the water and enjoy the entire run to yourselves like we did, Get Up and Go Kayaking are the first tour to launch at 8 a.m. We highly recommend doing the 8 a.m. tour for several reasons. First, it's about 20 degrees cooler and is not as hot yet. And also, you get a greater chance of seeing more wildlife. However, if you're not a morning person, the next best choice would be the 3 p.m. tour. The bulk of the visitors will be there from 10 to 12, which is when the most people will be out on the water. So by 3 p.m., most of the crowd will be leaving. So while you're going up the river, you'll come against a lot of people, but as you're floating back down the river, you'll most likely have the entire river to yourselves. So this is great because a lot of the wildlife will start making their way back to the river, so you'll get a great chance to be able to see them on the way back down. But keep in mind that if you visit during the summer, there is thunderstorms and showers in the afternoon. So if you want to avoid all of that, your best bet is to choose the morning. If you can visit during the weekday and want to avoid all of the crowds, this is going to be your best chance to go during the morning on a weekday.
So this is part of our loyalty program. We have over 30 locations, some in Texas now, North Carolina, a bunch in Florida. If you go on our tours, you'll get these stickers. Each location has their own special one, and then you'll get discounts, you'll get merchandise, stuff like that for collecting them.
Nice.
So these are for you guys.
Awesome. We really enjoyed our tour with Get Up and Go Kayaking, and I highly recommend them. The best part is that they have tours all throughout the state of Florida, so regardless if you're looking to do a Rock Springs run like we did or the bioluminescence tour in Titusville, you can find a tour through them. If you are looking to book a kayaking tour with Get Up and Go Kayaking, I'll leave a link for their website and our specific tour in the description below. If you found any of this information helpful, I would love it if you would hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more incredible adventures like this in Florida and beyond. I release a new video every week, and the best way to be able to see them is by subscribing. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel members. Your support makes our content possible, and I could not appreciate you more. If you would like to join our channel and get perks like exclusive emotes and early access to our videos, you can find a link below for more information. If you're searching for even more incredible kayaking tours throughout Florida, then you're in luck because I've got an entire playlist for you that just popped up on the screen. In this playlist, I'll take you through some of the most beautiful places to kayak in Central Florida, like Silver Springs, Dyeeuyeuewueuwuj, as well as Rainbow River. Until next time, everyone, I hope you have an incredible day and go out and enjoy some Florida sunshine.